Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a really fun video for you guys. I asked you guys a couple days ago on my Instagram story if you wanted to see this, and you guys said yes. So this is like a cheap or affordable dupes for higher end palettes. And today all of the palettes we're going to be talking about that are like the dupes are from Hush Beauty. And if you don't know what Hush Beauty is, it's just like an app you can download on your phone. Just like they carry a bunch of drugstore brands, and then they carry their own line of brands as well. So you can buy like Maybelline off there and L'Oreal, I believe. They just have like a bunch of different drugstore brands, and then also their line of products. So today what I have is like their line of products. The brand name is Bad Habit, basically what we're going to be talking about. But this brand kind of dupes like higher end palettes. Like they have a ton of dupes on their website. And the ones I have today range from like $10 to $12, so they're really inexpensive. So if you guys want to see what dupes are for higher end palettes, then just keep watching. Alright, so how I'm going to do this is I'm going to like have pictures on the screen of like swatches of each one, like the original and then the dupe, to see like the quality and everything, like the pigmentation. But I'm actually going to show you the palettes too, like right now, like on the screen. So the first one I had to start off with is the Anastasia Subculture. So of course this is the higher end palette. This is what it looks like if you guys haven't seen it. I've used this in a couple of tutorials, I believe, with this green. It's so pretty. And then the dupe for it, it's the same like blue packaging. And what Hush does is it's a dupe, but they rearrange the colors, so it's not like exact copycat. It's more just like similar. And also the dupe palette is a little bit bigger than the Anastasia palette. But here, let me show them like this so you guys can see better. And then I'll also insert some swatches for you guys. So this is what they look like side by side. So they're both cardboard packaging and they both have the same amount of shades in them. So the Subculture palette is $42 and the dupe palette is only $10. So it's a pretty big price difference, especially if you're on a budget and you can't afford to spend the $42 for the original. There is a dupe palette. Now by dupe, I'm not saying that these are formula dupes. I'm not saying they're the exact same, but they are color dupes. Okay, so the next dupe I have for you is for the Modern Renaissance palette. So this, I love this palette. I think like everyone has raved about this on YouTube. As you can see, mine is pretty beat up. I really do love Anastasia's formula. I think it's really awesome. So I think it's kind of cool that they came out with like a dupe for it, just because it's been such a popular item. And again, the Anastasia palette is $42 and this one is $10. So it does have all the same colors but in different order. So here is what they look like side by side. Same colors, just the dupe is a little bit bigger packaging. And I think the pan size is a little bit bigger as well, but they're the same colors. Okay, so the next dupe I have for you is for the Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette. This launched 2017. I did a video with this, and this is my first time to ever have Huda Beauty shadows. I haven't had any before this palette. So this is what it looks like, and I just thought it was really interesting because of like the textured glitters. And she has like 3 different formulas in this, so I thought it was really cool, like mattes, sheens, shimmers, and glitters. And so when I saw that Hush came out with a dupe for this, I thought that's really interesting because this is like a pure glitter. Let me see, it's like a pressed glitter, my bad. See, it comes off as just like a chunky glitter. You have to be careful when applying this. So when I saw that Hush came out with a dupe for it, I really wanted to test out the pressed glitter because that's really hard to replicate, like, you know. But this looks really good. Like, this looks really cool, and it has the textured shimmer in it. I will say this glitter has a little bit of a different tone to it. Like, it's still red, but the Huda Beauty one has like gold and red, and I want to say the dupe palette has silver and red. So it's a little bit different, but I think they would still be really pretty on the eyes. And if this is the palette that you guys want to see like a comparison of, we can totally do that to see if they're similar. But here is side by side the dupe and the high end. So this is the Huda Beauty palette, and the purple one down here is the dupe. So as you can see, the colors, again, they're just rearranged, but they're the same. And then the last palette that I actually have the high-end version of is the Anastasia Glow Kit with Nicole Guerrero. I love this palette. I've used this a ton too. This was a limited edition palette, and I don't think you can get it anymore. I'm pretty sure you can't buy it. And this was $40. And then Hush came out with this palette, and it's called the Rosé palette, by the same brand, the Bad Habit. This is $10, and it's like the same baby pink packaging. Oh, also I forgot to mention that all of these dupe palettes come with mirrors. So for $10 or $12, like, you're getting a mirror, and that's really awesome. And then here is what it looks like. So here is the Anastasia one, and here is the dupe one. So as you can see, again, they're just rearranged, but the same colors. Okay, so now we're moving on to the palettes that I don't actually have the high-end palette for. I just have the dupe palette. So I'm just going to put like a picture of the palette it's supposed to be duping on the screen so you guys can see. But this one is the Bad Habit Inferno palette, and this is the one I've been playing around with a lot, really testing out the quality. I don't know, it just really drew me in because I don't have the high-end version of this, so I really want to try it. So this is supposed to be a dupe for the Urban Decay Naked Heat palette. As you can see, it's just a bunch of warm tones, what I love. And that is actually what I have on my eyes today. So yeah, I've been playing around with this palette, really like it. Honestly, I can't say for all the other ones yet because I haven't tested out all of them. I've just been playing with this one. But this one, the quality on this is really good. The only thing I'll say is it's a little bit powdery. Okay, this is $12, and for $12, like, for it just to be a little powdery, I don't really care. I mean, that doesn't really bother me. Fallout happens with like most of my eyeshadows, so that doesn't bother me. But I just wanted to point that out so you know that this is a little powdery, but the pigmentation on these are really good. They're these two right here. So I'm going to keep trying out all the other palettes before I do like a final review on it, but I just want to show you guys the dupe palettes because I think this is really cool that you can find a cheaper alternative. But I have been trying out that one, and I do think the quality is really good on that one, so hopefully the rest of them are just like that one. And then this one is the Bad Habit Aurora palette, and this is $12 as well, and this is supposed to be a dupe for the Anastasia Prism palette. And I'm super excited to play around with this one too because I also didn't get my hands on the Prism palette this time. So I'm really excited that I got this because I can start playing around with it and create some fun looks because I really wanted the Prism palette. I just think the colors in this is so pretty, so I'm so excited to play around with this. And I'm telling you, like, I've been swatching these and they just are awesome. They might be only $12, but they don't act like a $12 eyeshadow. Like, they act like the high-end thing. Like, here's 3 swatches right there. Like, look how pigmented that is. Okay, the next eyeshadow palette I have is the Bad Habit Aphrodite palette, and this is supposed to be a dupe for the Huda Beauty Rose Gold palette, so the first one that she came out with. That this looks really good and really comparable to the higher end one. This one, I think it's kind of cool how they really tried to replicate the formula too, like to the actual palette and not just do like shimmers because the actual palette has textured shadows. So again, we'll just have to play around and see, but I'm really interested in seeing how this works on the eyes. Oh, and if I didn't say, this is $12 and the Huda Beauty one is $65. So it's quite a big price difference for sure, and if you're on a budget, I would definitely pick up this one to start out with because $65 for shadows is a lot of money to spend, and this comes with a mirror and everything. So okay, now moving on to the rest of the highlighting palettes, and then we'll be done with this video. So this is the Unicorn Glow palette. Now this is a different brand. This is not Bad Habit. It's called Face Candy, but all the other palettes I've shown you is from Bad Habit. This is called the Unicorn Glow highlighting palette, and I believe this is supposed to be a dupe for the Anastasia Moonchild Glow Kit, wow. And I actually don't have that one just because these aren't really my colors that I typically use. I'm more of like a normal, like, everyday highlight, not like blues and purples. But I'm still going to try this out. Again, this has a mirror, so like I said, all of them have a mirror, so that's already a good deal. This is $10, and you get 6 highlights. Again, they're just rearranged, but they're supposed to be a dupe for the Anastasia Moonchild Glow Kit. And then these last 2 are supposed to be a dupe for the Huda Beauty 3D highlighting palettes. So this first one, I just took a chunk out of it, is the Oasis highlight, and this is supposed to be a dupe for the Huda Beauty one in Gold Sands. So they're just more golden highlights, more bronzy. I probably couldn't use some of these colors, but again, this is just supposed to be a dupe for the Huda Beauty one. And again, it has a mirror. This one is $10 and the Huda Beauty one is $45. feel like her prices are really expensive. And then this one, the Paradise one, is supposed to be a dupe for the pink sands. So they're just like lighter, probably more for my skin type, except for this shade probably would be too dark on me. But it's just supposed to be more of like a rosy tone, I believe. And again, this is $10 as well, and the Huda Beauty one is $45. Okay, you guys, so that is it for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed. I just want to say thank you for Hush for sending me these products. This video is not sponsored. They are not paying me to say anything. I just want to show you guys some dupes for higher end palettes. Maybe you've been interested in it. They have dupes for a lot of other things, not just these palettes. I think they just sent like ones that are most popular, but they have a ton, and they're constantly coming out with new palettes for like all the palettes that come out, because so many eyeshadow palettes have come out recently. And I even saw on there that they have some dupes for the Anastasia Denona palettes, which I personally would be really interested in seeing if they're actually formula dupes, because you know, Anastasia Denona has a really hefty price tag, but her formula is really bomb. So I'd really like to see if those are actually comparable. But yeah, and then also if you guys want to see a video again comparing like a high-end palette to a dupe palette, please let me know which one down below so we can actually see if the quality is the same. But so far from the one that I did test, the quality and pigmentation is really good. But yeah, please subscribe before you leave, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye.